check this place out. This place literally looks like they've just cleaved the road through the mountain. Buenas. Sí. Gracias. Finally managed to get the RC8 out, managed to get some time in the afternoon. It's not too hot right now. It's about 6 o'clock in the PM. As you can see, it's kind of like a weird hazy day today, and like there was fog rolling everywhere, which I've never really seen before. But I'm just going to take the keys out of my bike. But I found this really sweet road, and I wanted to take the KTM down there and kind of put into practice some things that I've been watching and learning on the YouTubes and things like that about getting better and getting faster. Why is there a tape there? I wonder what's on that, man. Can you imagine? Oh, it hasn't got anything in it. Can you imagine if it had some sort of epic self-confession of some shit? I don't know. This road down here is a sweet road that goes basically through the mountain. I basically have been having massive amounts of cabin fever because I've been working like a dog. So I was just like, watching loads of YouTube on riding faster and things like that. And the funny thing is that, I think it kind of brought up a topic in my mind, which is that everyone and their grandma's cat thinks that they're really fast biking. When I was on a 125, I was like, yeah, I'm like really fast. I can keep up with like all of the 600s, yeah. And I used to relish an opportunity that, of course, I could never keep up with them, but it's kind of what I wanted to do, kind of pretend that I could actually keep up with them, even though never the case at all. But now I have this. Probably it's one of the most monstrous motorcycles on the planet, and you would think that you're fast on this, but actually the funny thing is that I think I'm actually slower on this than I was on my ZX6R. I'm not even kidding, and it's not because of the bike, it's just because of me. Let's get cracking here. I really find myself like kind of getting a bit scared, like going around corners, and I don't know why that is. Like for instance, on that corner on the ZX6, I'd be caning it down that corner. Just wait for the tyres to get a bit warmer before I actually really do start trying to go faster. Like on the ZX6, I felt so much more. Yeah, I felt I was able to go faster. Obviously, I did put like 10,000 miles onto the ZX6R, and on this, I haven't put diddly shit really on it. I probably put like, I don't know, 500 miles or something since I've owned it. So essentially diddly shit. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get my confidence back. So like one of the things I'm trying to do at the moment is to corner better. Obviously that also comes down to the roads. I'm not too sure where the roads are going and stuff like that around here yet. I'm not as familiar as I was in the UK. In the UK, I was fairly confident that I knew which way was up. I haven't mastered the roads around here yet. Oh, speed limit is a lot less than what I'm going. I'm also more kind of apprehensive about riding this compared to the Ninja, and I think it's because the Ninja was so smooth. Like this is obviously such a monstrously fast bike, especially at low RPM, so that means like pulling out of tight corners and things like that, whereas the ZX6 had all its power in the top end, but it was just so smooth. Like this thing is jerky as a jerky thing, and then when you're going around corners, what that means is that if you don't get your power right, the amount of throttle you have completely bang on, you can find yourself really not having as much control as you want to. Feel like the bike really starts lurching, and I don't like that. Whereas on the Ninjitsu, even if you were in like 10,000-11,000 RPMs, you never really had that problem, just because it was just so much more forgiving. But I guess that's the difference between a 600 and 1,000. I do not know these roads for shit. Hello, Dodgy's in the road. Hello, Dodgy! Literally, I don't need to get out of second gear. So like there's definitely one thing which I've kind of read about that I wasn't really too sure what was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I know what that is. That's a good riding technique. I had no idea what this thing was. It's called trail braking. So what it means is like coming on the brakes from a corner and then trailing off the brakes as you go through the corner, even if you're in the turn. So like be on the brakes in the turn. And I was like, what? That's kind of weird. Why would you be on the brakes in a turn? That makes no sense to me. That's what I've been told not to do. There's like chalk on the road here. That's what I've been told not to do, you know, never touch the brakes in a corner. But apparently that's a thing, right? Whatever the fuck that is, mate. I've always tried to like set up for a corner and then never touch the brakes and kind of power out of it. So you're coming up to a corner like the one down here. You set yourself up, you go harder on the brakes, and then as you come around the corner you're still braking, but you release it, and as you find the exit of the corner you can let go. Apparently it's a racing technique that, you know, I've never really known about. Brava, what you doing, brava? Oh, hey, horsey. Didn't see you there, bud. Kind of a weird place to have a horse. A fucking junkyard, mate. But the funny thing was that I really thought I was like super fast on the ZX6, and like actually getting on this bike is like, I think really humbled me. And like fucking even some people in the comments be like, my 8-year-old can drive faster than you. It was like, yeah, probably, mate. An 8-year-old on a tricycle could probably ride faster than I do on this. And I accept that, you know. I was way faster on my ZX6, and but I'm gonna get better. Like I can power through the straights all day long on this thing. That's not a problem. But the problem is when I come to a corner, I'm just like, meh. And I'm trying to be as smooth as possible. Right, let's see if I can hit this sequence of bends a bit better. Check out that view. Hell yeah. A lot of you might be asking, oh, but Jim Bland, if you're really slow, why do you have, you know, racing lever bars on there, like me? Well, because I plan to do some racing this season, hopefully, on track, and I was also setting these for free, so fuck you. And I encourage anyone who wants to get better at riding to do the homework, you know. Look at all the things that you could be doing better. Look at all the riding techniques. Whoa. See, that for me is a problem. When you're setting up for a corner and you're in the corner, and then it's the moment that you put the throttle on and the bike just goes, ugh. Like, for me, that's freaking dangerous, man. Like, for me, that's asking to be absolutely like mullered, and not in a good kind of mullering way, you know. I mean, for God's sake, look at this. You can see how much of an absolute pussy I am. Like that is some serious pussy strips. Those are chicken McNuggets. Those are chicken sandwiches, roasted chicken dinners. Not even just McNuggets. They're just full feed a family of 12. Chicken McNuggets there, and you can see that I'm a bigger pussy on the left than I am on the right. That is kind of smaller than that. It's bad, and I need to fix it. Granted, I haven't had much time to ride this bike, but we're gonna find the time to improve and get better with it. If I don't, what's the fucking point of having this kind of a bike, you know? But we are gonna be doing some track days. So again, thank you to RNG for sending me a bunch of boom protections. Also, I'm gonna be putting on their aero kit as well, which is gonna be, why have I got like a smattering there? I better not be losing oil. I'll be really cheesed off. I don't know what that is. And he's looked at me really weird. In Spain, they don't stop and ask if you're okay unless you're a cyclist. They don't. They sort of just cruise by. They look at you and they're like, is it worth my time? Probably not. Right, I'm gonna go for one more route round. Let's see what we can do. Hola.
¿Qué te ha caído?
Hablo inglés.
Una pieza pequeñita, acero, aquí, ahí,
no sé.
Ahí, una piececita así.
Oh,
¿No?
No sé.
Vale, pensaba que habías parado por eso.
No.
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 Vale, vale. Pensaba que estabas stop por eso.
Ok, sí, gracias.